Park. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here, and on the mound now, Yusei Kikuchi. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly...
Well, for what feels like the first time in a while, Tigers facing a left-hander on the mound, and Yusei Kikuchi here in game 2 of 4 here in L.A., and I haven't faced Kikuchi very often. I already hate that delivery. 98. That fastball's going to top out at. I mean, my God.
Kicks and fires.
1-1.
No, that's outside. Ball.
Oh, yeah. This could be a day. Now, he does only have 4 pitches. We got that going for us.
That
gets
the inside corner. That is strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you
I'm really regretting the take on pitch 1. 1 and 2.
In the zone, because that's where you get hurt.
Oh!
Struck him out swinging. Some high
Okay.
Ds for strike 3.
Okay.
Kind of velocity and elevated
Andy
fastball,
Ibanez will
even
strike
in the
out to
zone,
start
the
this
strike
game.
zone can be tough for hitters to get on
Way
top of.
behind it.
Here's Gleyber Torres.
Slight hesitation
He's been
there
tearing
as
it up at the plate
Gleyber
recently.
Torres
10
is
hits in his
still
last
red
5
hot.
games.
Despite, I mean, he didn't go 4 for 4 or something like he did in the Houston series. He was like 3 for 4 and then 4 for 4 to end that one. Oh.
Next offering is fouled back.
Yeah, when a team's winning at this kind of pace, boom,
Busy
the
as
vibes
always.
are great. I was on 2
Two sliders from
different teams that had a
Kikuchi.
600
Starts off
winning
Gleyber.
percentage or better in the first month of the season, and both of them went on to win the division.
Strike 3, and that's 2.
Getting pitched backwards in the first and second at-bats of the game, even though Kikuchi did start us off with the fastball last time.
So I gotta think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff.
Well, like I said,
2 down,
this team
bases
against
empty.
lefties, it's
And
usually a
next up for the
day.
Tigers, Kerry Carpenter.
Oh, he didn't get the call there that
Outside.
time. However, we are
Carpenter
nearly
recently
through this
taken
first
home
inning,
Player of the Month on
and we have not heard Deo once.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this.
Carpenter will foul one away.
Foul ball.
You know, get the bad swings out of the way early.
The wide, the kick, and the 1-2.
Oh!
Earl Hendricks punches him out. That's
Oh
a
my
strikeout.
God!
Down in order go the Tigers. And now the Angels.
Yusei Kikuchi strikes out the side, and he's just absolutely dealing.
To the show.
Utilizing all of his pitches that inning for strikes. All of them.
Back here with my pal Siggy. Our starter in this one, Tarik Skubal.
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's
Well,
been pretty effective this year.
gonna
on
need
the
Skub
mound.
to be on his game, apparently.
Having a hard time getting
Oh, I
on
helped him out a
base
good
and then
bit.
being able to really distract him and do damage
However,
in
I
terms
mean,
of
there really
getting
wasn't
on
many
base paths.
mistakes
So-
there.
So taking the mound, this is a guy you want out there if you're
First
his
pitch,
teammate,
ground
and I
ball,
expect him to
Gleyber.
be good in this one.
Rengifo will ground out to
One
start
gone,
the game.
bottom half of the first.
Now, this Angels team did swing at the first pitch a lot last night to varying success.
This has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age,
Yeah.
if you can't slog
Well, we got a
people on
very
base,
efficient
that
start
OPS
yesterday from
has to be
Casey
at a certain
Mize, so
level.
hopefully
If you
this
don't produce
rotation is
runs,
starting
give your pitchers
to
an opportunity.
get back
They're
into
facing
doing
tough
that again,
offenses as well.
because our
The batter
bullpen
now, Kevin Newman.
certainly took a hit in Houston and even that last series against Baltimore. That's a first pitch ground ball.
Torkelson takes it himself. And
I like this efficient start. 2 pitches, 2 ground balls, 2 outs. Mike Trout now.
Mike Trout.
This is where things could go wrong.
First pitch doesn't
Well,
find
we will
the
not
zone.
retire the side on 3
Two outs,
pitches.
base is empty. Swing
Mike
and
Trout
a miss.
certainly did Mike
Strike
Trout
one.
things yesterday,
Good
albeit
fastball out of the hand
I
of
think he
so
only got
good.
1 hit in the game, but
By the time
every
it's in the
plate
end zone,
appearance
hard to get
outside of the
barrel to it.
first inning walk, he hit the ball hard. Woo!
Strike 2.
Knuckle curve past Mike Trout that time. And a ground ball.
On right side.
Good play there by Torres.
Fires over
Well,
to first. And
3
it's a
batters,
1-2-3
3 ground
inning.
balls, and a 1-2-3 inning for Tarik Skubal.
Scoreless after 1.
We're going to need that. We do have Torkelson and Malloy coming up, though, so there's hope.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Here's
Yep.
Riley Green.
Well, 3 strikeouts already for Kikuchi, 2 of them looking.
Kikuchi back to work.
Ball 1.
Kikuchi, a former All-Star, 33 years old.
When
He
your best
joined the
2
team
hitters
as a
in your
free
lineup
agent.
are left-handers, and you see a left-hander out here, it's just, from the very get-go of the game, I just feel like we're already in a hole.
That
Some other guys have to
misses.
step up.
He's been raking in recent games.
Because, I mean,
maybe
Carpenter
the reason
might as
why
well be
getting
useless.
ahead
The
in
good thing
counts,
his hit
he's been
streak
able to do
ended
that
yesterday.
consistently, and you see the results.
And left
Swing in the
field,
corner.
foul.
Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Green isn't much more useful against left-handers. High 50s contact and power.
That missed by a lot.
3-1 here.
That's ball 3.
Back-to-back breaking pitches.
Lead-off
away.
base
You
runner
can
would
feel
certainly
as
be
a hitter
nice.
that the
Yeah,
pitcher's
Dale.
afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge
3-1.
you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Wow.
And there's ball
Take your
4.
base.
And that's their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last
Why,
pitch wasn't even
why
much to
is
think about.
Boog Sciambi so, like,
Spencer Torkelson. Up
excited
now for the
about that?
Tigers. Fourth right now
is the
in American
leadoff
League
hitter
home
or
run
the
leaderboard.
second? And he's like, that was their first base runner of the whole game.
Squirts away a little
Ball
bit.
1 to Torkelson. Good block by Darno.
Nobody out.
Yeah, we're going to get Deo'd to death now. It didn't happen in the first inning yesterday either. 2-0.
Just off the
That's
inside
inside.
edge. Our plate umpire, Earl
Rough one
Hendricks.
yesterday for
Yeah,
Torque.
with Hendricks, Boog, kind of
It's really been a rough
He's
go.
a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors
I was going
one
to
side
tell
of the
you his
plate
batting
more than
average,
the
but
other.
it's
So
actually
it's really
not
hard to
anywhere
know
I
for
can
sure,
see it on the
but I think
scoreboard.
that
Oh,
usually
it's
it
on
has
the...
to do something with
I
where
keep
he sets
forgetting
up prior to
sometimes
each
that it
pitch.
actually is on the score bug now. 213. 3-0.
Another ball. Chris, do players ever change their
3-0.
approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring?
Well, a
or
couple
is
of
it good to just be
fastballs,
aware
slider.
of tendencies so you're
Probably
not that
taken here.
surprised?
I'd
Wow.
say the latter
Ball four, take your
because
base.
4
pitcher's
pitch
gotta
walk
pitch
to
his strengths
Torkelson.
regardless. The hitter's
2
gotta
on,
hit
nobody
to
out
his
for Justin
strengths.
Henry
So
Malloy,
be aware of it, but you
who
have
came
to
off the
just
bench
hunt for
last
what he
night
can handle.
and hit a grand
First
slam.
and second, no outs.
His second
And up
home
next
run
for
of the
Detroit,
year.
Justin Henry Malloy.
Ooh, I wanted it.
Misses as well.
I wanted it.
Second inning here, no score.
Never came back. 1-0. And that one's hit fairly well. Right field for Malloy, and it's gone! Back-to-back days!
He muscles
Oh my
it out
goodness,
the
1 home
opposite
run
way.
on the season up
Second
until
home run of the
yesterday.
series, and the
And
Tigers
2
have the lead.
big
It's
home
3-0.
runs here in
Chris has
LA.
homered in back-to-back games now.
Oh my
Yep, seeing
goodness.
the ball well, and he's
Grand
got his
slam
timing
yesterday,
locked in.
3-run
He's
shot
looking pretty
today.
dangerous at the dish right now. Changeup up in the
Somebody
zone
let
is a
J-Hen get
very
hot.
extreme. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
And next is
Wow.
the designated hitter, Colt Keith.
3-0 Tigers, just like that. And there's nobody out here in the
Bounce
second
back
inning.
After a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat
Put
it
up
as a
some
fresh
runs in
inning.
yesterday's ball game. All on home runs, actually.
0-1.
And that one down the line. Colt Keith the other way. Kikuchi still yet to get an out this inning. And Colt Keith hasn't had many opportunities to start as of late. I pretty much have him in the lineup just against left-handers. Here's Baez.
And now it's Baez.
Oh, that fastball was going to come a little bit farther inside. Never did.
Top tattoos in Major League
Oh, wow. We're talking about Javi's tattoo, guys.
to be in the top 5, right on the back of his neck.
Baez, right field. That's fair. Down the line and right. Baez will stop at first. Colt Keith up to third. Wild throw, but there will be no advance.
Couple of singles back to back.
I gotta wonder how many straight base runners will the Angels allow here? Here's Dylan Dingler. 171 average, but his last start was actually pretty good. Went 2 for 4.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
I kind of knew it. 1-1 late on a fastball. Really the best pitch we've seen to hit this inning.
Going too soon at strike 2.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs.
That'll do.
Say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch.
Fastball, changeup, fastball, all in the zone, all elevated, all hittable. Late on both the fastballs and way out in front of the change.
He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Unfortunate.
Here's the Tiger leadoff man.
Here's Andy Ibanez, though. Got to have some hope here.
Swinging his first time.
That one ripped to left field. Andy Ibanez, RBI single. And that's the Andy Ibanez that we have just not seen with left-handers on the mound yet this year. He's been far more effective against righties, which, again, makes no sense. The saying isn't death taxes and Andy Ibanez base hits against right-handers, but so far here in franchise, it has been. Just behind that thing, we're not going to test the arm of Mike Trout. Even though we should have, because I think it's Carpenter due up now.
Now batting, right fielder, Tarik Carpenter.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the
See if
Tigers.
Carp can just do enough to extend this inning.
Time.
Into left field. That one is gonna go foul. I had pretty good faith that it was gonna drop, but that's unfortunate. 0-1 on Carp.
2 outs.
Now that'll help.
Double-barreled action
Wow.
in the bullpen. Chase Silseth
Still.
out there. Anderson, the lefty, warming up as well.
I mean, it's still a game. Kikuchi's pitch count isn't in bad shape for allowing 4 runs this inning, but it's really not even that bad. 33-2. I mean, you can rebound from that.
2 on, 2 outs.
Ooh.
Big swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great
We've been really late on the fastballs, but it's because you got to be so cautious against everything else he's throwing.
Can't catch up.
Ground ball from Carpenter.
Neto.
Throw on to first base, will end the inning, but big 3-run home run for Justin Henry Malloy as the Tigers bat around here in the second and give a 4-run lead to Tarik Skubal. Good luck, LA.
And we're back.
I'll be amazed if I hit 1 home run with Carpenter against the lefty all year long. We only hit 1 last year. And it made no sense. Well, 6 pitches is all it took for Skub to get through the first.
And a foul
First
ball.
pitch swinging yet again. And I mean, each of the first batters in this Angels order, we've attacked them all the same way.
Sometimes you'll have tough stretches.
Sinker, changeup.
But he's an experienced vet.
4 ground balls forced by Tarik Skubal.
First, 1 up, 1 down.
Very quick results
Left fielder.
to this point.
2 for 4.
Now he can have a heater.
That
Got
clips
the inside edge.
corner for a strike.
Yeah, I know. I was starting to think maybe it was only going to be the right side.
Lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Yeah.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
Well, what do you do now if you're Taylor Ward? I actually called the wrong pitch. I'm going to step out. I want a backdoor slider.
Like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
That was so close. Oh, okay.
One away, still 1-2.
Taylor Ward's here.
Breaking ball.
The rest of the Angels aren't, but Taylor Ward is.
He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ground ball to Glaber.
Throw on to Torkelson. 2 up, 2 down.
5 consecutive ground balls.
The catcher, Travis Darno.
2 down, base is empty. And here's the catcher,
I mean, hey.
Travis Darno.
Certainly helping the pitch count.
Right down
That's probably the
chute.
worst pitch we've thrown in this game, and
I think he just
for
took
once,
best
the
pitch he's gonna
Angels
see in this at bat. You don't get
take
many
it.
like that in that location. I don't know if you take that
Chop
pitch against
foul.
any pitcher out there on the mound.
2 strikes. I think we got him flying out in front there on that changeup. Yes, we did.
Oh, really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Good God. All right, Darno's going to battle too. Very late, but I don't really want to go to the fastball again. Oh, come on. That time out in front. Try the curveball again. Oh my goodness, what a terrible pitch. Dingler will throw down to first. It ends the second. And Tarik Skubal picks up his first strikeout of the day. Things are pretty good here in Tigerland right now.
Back at the ballpark, and one of the things
I mean, I can't
Riley.
hate the pitch too much. I mean, it's not a high leverage kind of situation there. It's a pitch that we could have wasted, I suppose, but my oh my. Doesn't mean it was good, but well, Riley Green leads off the third the same way he did the second. And ground ball,
hard hit.
turning and heading to first. Green is out.
Now batting, the first
What
baseman,
is the music?
Spencer Torkelson.
And next to hit for Detroit.
Now here's
Spencer
Tork.
Torkelson.
4-pitch walk.
Came around to
His
score
first time.
up. Misses
Whoa!
just off the outside edge. I think that was a
One
strike.
ball, no strike.
That's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike.
Well,
Struggling
advantage
with command
Tigers,
issues.
1-0
He's gotta get a
in
little
bad
help from the
calls.
umpire.
And a swing and a miss.
Can't hit his fastball.
1-1.
On that one. Not that one.
Swing and a foul out of play.
1-2 here on Torque.
And a ball and 2 strikes.
All right, good
That's the
take.
ball.
All heat yet again. It's probably going to be one of those situations where he's going to throw another fastball or 2, maybe even out of the zone, and then drop a changeup on us.
Inside, just missed.
Well, correct so far. Kikuchi for Cy Young. I don't know if a day like today is going to help. And
Foul. We'll
should
see
get out of
another
play. It
payoff
will.
pitch.
All fastballs,
Base is
still.
empty.
Full count on Torkelson.
And
There it
that's
is.
ball 4.
Well, he actually went to the slider, not the changeup, and the slider missed badly.
So
Torkelson walks for the second time
It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
in 2 innings,
Justin Henry Malloy.
which is what we're going to have
Now
to
for
do
the
with Torque. To
Tigers.
get him back
He's
going again,
already
it's like
homered
road
here
to
in
the
this
show.
one.
Sometimes you just got to take the walks. And not going to be a home run this time for Malloy.
Sizes this one up.
Although, hey, if you really want to, talk seriously here, that was almost to the warning track down the right field line.
Designated hitter, Colt Key.
With the
Colt Keith
very
up now for the
shallow
Tigers.
foul
1 for 1
poles
with a
here.
single so far.
Colt Keith is 1 for 1. Great to see him have some success. That's a bad chase.
After that one.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
And
I
now
almost lost it in kind of right above the batter's eye. And so I thought I was just kind of banking on the fact that pitch was going to come down. It never did. And
Swings and
late
fouls one off.
again is Colt Keith, but Kikuchi ramped that one up as hard as he'll throw it. 1-2. Ah, we didn't make the same mistake twice. Not this time. Pitch number 49 for Yusei Kikuchi. And Cole nearly got hit. Well, here we go. 3-2. Into center. Shallow. Adele moves in and makes the play.
And that is that.
Tigers get a runner on. Do not
But
score.
they're in front 4-0.
Still feeling good about 4-0.
Back in Anaheim.
I mean, hey, we have injuries on Manuel here in this franchise. He could have leaned in a
He has
little.
consistently been one of the best
Would've been fine.
in the sport against lefties.
Well, Zach Neto hit a home run last night,
You know, you don't want to be labeled
albeit
as that
off
guy, but the
a
numbers say what they
pretty
say.
terrible reliever.
Skubal winds and deals. And that's
Yeah,
outside.
2-0.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants
Well, I
to be
wish he
great,
did.
He's gonna have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many
Check
right-handers in the
swing.
game.
He went.
You're gonna see
Thanks,
one
Woody.
after another. So you would imagine with that many looks,
Woody
Boog,
Keller rang him up
the
there.
adjustments got to be coming soon.
2-1. Change up. Whoa.
Strike two.
2-2.
What was he expecting? A curveball? I don't fucking know. 2-2. Oh, God almighty.
2 upcoming.
Zach Neto was ready for the fastball.
It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
That was
but
terrifying.
That's not what that pitch was.
Fouled away again. Let's try a sinker down and in. Maybe get a ground ball.
Out to short.
To perfection. Baez. Wait, Baez is at short. Oh, man. What the hell is this shit?
The first baseman, Ryan. No.
Haven't had anything hit to center field. I didn't realize
Ryan
yet.
Noda, the next to hit for the Angels.
Here's Ryan Noda.
That catches the
Dot.
outside corner.
If it's not Baez, I would guess Riley.
Right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed. They are
Not the
creeping into
best
my mind
slider
right now.
there from Skubal. But this might be the first left-hander we've seen today.
One down, base is empty. Foul
Grounded
off,
foul.
and they'll do it again.
Got him.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Beautiful curveball there from Skub.
Came out of his mechanics there.
Strikeout number
Typically
2
likes to
here
shut the
today.
ball the other
The
way,
center fielder.
but that time, a little anxious.
2 away for Joe Adell.
Here's Joe Adell.
And a first pitch ground ball to
He
Torkelson.
steps on the bag. Angels retired 1-2.
This is a
Angels go
about
five
as
there.
ideal of
They're
a
on the
start
short end
from
of a
Tarik
4-0
Skubal that
score.
we ever could have imagined. Does it get better?
Back here at Angel Stadium.
He's efficient.
Now, here
He's
is
stealing.
Javier Baez.
My God.
For the Tigers, the shortstop.
Javi Baez,
Well,
like fellow
big
Puerto
surprise to
Rican
me,
Francisco
even though all the
Lindor,
runs in
born
this
Puerto
game
Rico,
were scored in the
but was
second,
drafted in the
that
first
Yusei
round of high
Kikuchi is
school
back
in
out here.
Florida. And that drops in for a strike.
Javier
Well,
Baez,
these
1
Tigers
for
are
1.
showing great discipline at the plate. and
Single in the
patience
4-run
definitely seems
second.
to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already,
One
so
ball,
that
one
proves
strike.
they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's
Yeah.
working.
Yeah, we got a couple at-bats so far in this game where the Angels fouled off a good chunk of pitches. Baez shot it to the right side in his second hit.
And the leadoff man aboard.
Make it make sense that
All
I
over that one.
absolutely
Just a simple ground ball
love
the other way that
hitting the
have
ball
eyes
the
on,
other
man.
way with
Sometimes that's
Javier
all you need
Baez.
to do. Just let the ball travel,
That
put the ball in play, and just hope it
shouldn't
finds a
be
hole.
the way that that
The
works.
dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a
Yusei
change on the
Kikuchi's
mound.
day will
Yusei
end. We'll
Kikuchi
see who they
done for the
bring
night,
in
and
here.
This is one he'd like to forget.
I would
Back
imagine with
after
Carpenter
this.
due up this inning. Well, actually, no, he's not. It is a right-hander and
63.
He has
a
great
very familiar
slider.
face to Nashville Mudcats fans. Chase Silseth is on the mound. 3 games this year, 2.25 ERA, and a high strikeout rate.
So, a man aboard, Dylan Dingler.
I said yesterday I did not
0 for 1.
want
He
to
struck out
face
swinging
him,
last time.
but I knew I was gonna.
Now got close.
Slider way inside on ding. Hey, what a home run for him last night, IRL. That was great. Great to see. That game last night was 4-2 in the 8th inning. It ended 10-4.
Just
4-2 Angels in the 8th inning. Tigers won 10-4.
just
3-0.
off the inside edge. So definitely
Rough greeting for Chase Silseth, but with Dylan Dingler, I mean, you can't be going after pitches like that. All right, he got that one. Need a better pitch to swing at. Something not on an edge. There it is, ball four.
Runner, take your base.
Had to be ready to swing, but pretty easy to see there. It's the fourth or fifth walk for Angels pitching. I think it's their fourth.
RBI knocked for him last
It's
time.
Andy
Now a chance
Ibanez.
to drive in another run.
Late on that fastball.
You think we were late?
Strikeout, put the ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation
0-1.
down.
And in the dirt. Good
Squirts
block
away a little
again
bit.
by Darno. Another inning that has the potential to become a disaster here for the Angels.
Double play ball.
Never mind. Barehanded at second base. Ibanez, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
The second baseman, Labor Torres.
Neto, I don't think you needed to do that.
Torres, 0 for 2 in this
Labor
one.
Torres is 0 for 2. Ooh.
Swings and misses. It's
Okay.
0-1. Torres with some impressive
That
production
splitter just
lately.
fluttered. 0-1. Into
field.
center.
Adele going after it.
Labor is making contact here today. None of it's really all that good,
One left for
despite the
Detroit, but they lead
strikeout
it
in the
4-0.
first inning. Tigers get a hit, do not add on to a 4-0 lead. Top of the Angels order, due up for the second time against Tarik Skubal.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, and here is Luis.
Well, I feel like we do have to change our approach at least a little bit.
That's
Do
it
our
for
best to
strike.
keep the Angels on their toes. Lean
Next
on that
offering
one.
is fouled back.
Couple of good hard pitches on the inside part. Got him looking. Wow.
Looking.
Strikeout number 3 for
He can do
Tarik
whatever he wants
Skubal.
with baseball right now.
Luis Rengifo, the latest victim, and I don't know what he's looking for. I mean, that thing, kind of middle of the plate down low, so that's a pitch you can do damage on. He's griping almost like he didn't like the call.
Newman grounded out his first time. That
Fastball in.
finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Oh
In
my.
there at the knees.
Safe to say Skubal's dealing. Oh. How in the absolute fuck did he make contact on that? Chopper
Chop
foul.
to third, but it kicks foul.
How do you hit a changeup in the dirt?
It's softly on the
Go
ground
away.
outside, and it goes just foul. One down, base is empty. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch.
This
out.
Angels team
I'm not
makes
saying
no
it wasn't a
sense.
strike or,
Strikeout number 4 for
whatever,
Tarik.
but just the location
The right field.
with that velocity.
I get that fastball's coming in at 98 miles an hour, and you're gonna be, if you're not looking for it, there's no chance, but my goodness.
2 outs, base is empty.
Now here's Mike Trout.
Now at the plate. First
0-1.
offering, and it just misses.
41 pitches for Tarik so far.
Just missed.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Uh-oh.
That
Whoa.
one's spoiled, and the count
Knew
now
that was going to be ugly right out of the gate, and somehow that stayed in the park.
That's
Now
down
3-1.
3-1.
Give him something. Fouled away
Foul
again,
ball there.
3-2. I think it's time for a big balls type of pitch. He
And it's
fouled it off.
They'll do it again.
Missed up, but did at least get it in the zone. Not where we wanted it. 3-2. Ground ball and the first base hit of the day for the Angels. It'll be a double for Mike Trout.
Their first hit in this one.
Oh, right down the left field line.
That one ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Yep, looked like it was just almost just over the bag.
Two now. Jorge Soler up
Not our best pitch.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
That one ripped. And the Angels are going to be on the board here. Off the wall from Jorge Soler. 4-1. That happened fast.
Swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits.
What was that? 11 in a row to start the game, retired by Tarik Skubal. And then 3-4 back-to-back hits, and the Angels are here.
With extra bases.
Man in scoring position with 2 away.
None of these have even been all that bad.
Grounded out his first time up. Now
Whoa!
Inside corner for a strike at 99.
0-1.
Whoa!
And there's a
Quickly
foul ball.
0-2 here on Ward.
Soler at second with 2 down.
Chopper.
On the ground, right side.
Playable for
Collected
Torres.
by Torres. Tosses to first.
Gonna end the
That
inning.
ends the inning and stops
Mike
things from getting
Trout
out of
breaks
hand.
up the
Angels
very
get a
early
double.
perfect
It's
game,
now 4-1.
and then Jorge Soler
Major League
will
Baseball
end
is
the
on
shutout.
The show.
That's unfortunate because I feel like if it's Green or Carpenter in that left field spot, they probably have a better chance to make a play. Malloy got a bad reaction, and he's slow. Yeah. I'll get there eventually. Well, Chase Silseth will face Carpenter here. That's a call.
Silseth back to work.
Oh!
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
Now he's got a cutter. That's what I thought I was swinging at.
He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider.
And that one is
Now
launched
this one's high
by
and
Carpenter.
deep. Right back there.
Went to the sinker at 90 miles an hour, and it didn't really sink.
He flexes his power with that swing.
I guess
And
it
they add to
sank
their
right
lead.
into the sweet
It's
spot.
5-1.
Home run number
2
17
pitches, 2 swings.
for Kerry
That one
Carpenter.
for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Safe to say, barring any unfortunate injury, I think we're going to be in the home run derby with Kerry Carpenter.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker.
Pitch was
Got one
down,
in
too.
the
He went
zone.
down and got it.
You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
We're not on a phenomenal pace here in this game.
And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Riley Green.
Well, here's Riley Green.
That
That's
one
such
down
a
the
stupid
line,
swing.
And foul ball.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run. And
I read it as a
kinda gets the
sinker, and
offense
then
fired up, and you start to expect a big
it just
inning.
kept breaking and breaking and breaking. I don't even know why it still bothered to swing.
Get it
1-1.
to 1-1.
Riley Green's found the power in his game as of late. Stupid swing right back to Silsa. We chased 2 pitches below the zone. Out number 1 here in the 5th, but at least we already did get that run back from the
Not
4th
allowing
inning.
it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough
Torque
one at that.
has walked twice.
Swinging a foul back. That's
We were on that. Top 10 in walks, but also in strikeouts is certainly a stat.
Strike two.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's
That
almost
sinker
like a
is just
split-finger fastball.
disgusting.
Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Popped up from Torkelson.
Should
be out number 2. And it is.
And there are 2 down.
Torkelson officially 0 for 1.
Left fielder, Justin Henry.
Even with Torque's awful batting average right now, I feel like
Justin Henry
maybe
up now for the Tigers.
his on-base percentage isn't that bad. In the air to right again from Jahan. Need to hook something around that pole or something.
And that'll do it.
We've gotten the home runs in this series the hard way. We had to hit them a long damn way.
It's now 5-1.
Carpenter's a no doubt blast, made it 5-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Almost hit a bird up there.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's
Well, one starter's still here. Yusei Kikuchi, long gone. 3 walks for Kikuchi, 5 hits, 4 earned runs. To be honest, the damage could have been a lot worse. Skubal back to work, 51 pitches in.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Fouled away. This has probably been the lightest we've been on the fastball in a Tarik Skubal start.
2-1.
That one ripped to center. Green over to get it.
Green hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
He's ready for that fastball. I was pretty confident throwing it down low like that, though.
Now, Zach Neto.
Oh, wow. That shit missed it. Spot bad. That was pretty much right down the middle. Just fucking piped.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within
Now
the
2-0.
4th pitch of just about every
Skub
at-bat.
has fallen behind each of their first 2 hitters this inning.
Here's a 2-0.
Nah, 3-0. That one's on me.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Next pitch in for a strike. 3.
Maybe a little bit of a benefit call there. 3-1 here on Neto. That one is ripped to right field. And for the second straight day, Zach Neto has homered.
A shot to the opposite field. His 4th home run of the season. And they're chipping away. It's
2 home runs on the season entering this 4-game set. Zach Neto has doubled that total.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way.
When did Zach Neto get power?
You want to bottle that type of approach.
Especially like oppo power. Like, I get that he hardly cleared the wall here.
So 1 out, nobody on.
Now, technically, he cleared the wall by a good bit. That yellow line there here in Anaheim, way down on that wall.
Last half of inning number 5. Next offering.
Well, we've got a pissed off Skub here now.
Swing and a miss.
3-pitch strikeout. That's the response you'd expect.
Pretty good pitch, top of the
Strikeout number 5.
More fastballs in that location. Hitters
Now Joe Adele.
with 2 strikes have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Adele in the box.
Pumping in strikes now.
And takes a look at a called strike.
Quality strikes. Not that one.
Close there. And the count is 1-1. Line drive.
Caught by Torkelson on 1 hop. That'll end the inning. Funky play there.
But the Angels do.
Zach Neto goes deep. Angels
It's now 5-2.
scoring back-to-back innings. Tigers still lead by 3 as we head to the 6th.
And we're back. All set for the start of the inning.
Now we'll see Colt Keith.
DH, Colt Keith.
Not exactly what we were hoping for, having Colt Keith face a righty here. We'll see how it goes.
Swing and a ball
Not well.
in the air, shallow
First
left
pitch swinging.
field.
We've had a lot of pretty weak pop-ups on just pitches we were late on
Now
here in
Javier
this game.
Baez. He's 2 for 2.
Baez 2 for 2. Couple of base hits today. Not on that.
Ball, no strikes.
Like, it's just so nice to be able to just look on the outside part of the plate, just try and shoot something the other way, because Baez can do it.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started
Maybe
on the edge of the plate
I had
with
been
the swing.
using
You know
Javi
it's gonna
Baez
finish
wrong
well off the plate.
last year.
Out
Well,
towards
weak
left
contact
center.
left center. That'll be
Falls
caught
it in
too.
for the out. 2 away now.
Well, we pulled the ball on the outside part of the plate. There's the
Put it
problem.
into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver.
2 away
playing
now
football.
for Dingler.
Dingler stands
that's
in the
up.
2 away as he takes a ball.
Now, the longer
Two down,
Chase
opening
Silseth
up.
does go in
Top
this
half
game,
of the
though, the
6th.
less likely it is we see him again.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
It might be
'Cause
time
again,
to choke up a
I'd
little
really
bit,
rather
keep that
not.
Front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late.
Felt
right
like
now.
every
outside
Mudcats
low.
game we played
2-1.
against the Angels last year in Mudcats franchise, we saw this guy. Whoa!
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field.
A bullet
And that
from
keeps the inning
Dylan
going.
Dingler. Okay.
Well, a swing like that
All right.
can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers
That's a
coming
big
into
one.
the ball game, but all he's trying to do
Now
at
bring
this
up
point is
Andy
help his team
Ibanez.
win.
1 for
Here's the
3.
third baseman, Andy Ibanez.
That's a good
And
ball
a
to
first
swing
pitch
on.
fastball is
Especially
in
for
a
Andy.
strike.
He could shoot that thing the other way.
And a foul ball.
Unfortunate. Well, the Jaws music is playing. 0-2. Whoa!
Swing and a miss, and he got him.
Damn!
Out number 3. So 1 hit is all they
I thought we were there on
Top
that.
of the order due up in the home half of the 6th.
Top of the order due up for the Angels. They're still in this thing.
Angels 2.
Good news for us is so is Tarik Skubal.
Back in Anaheim, here's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo.
Well, there's another one.
That pitch to
Fastball ripped
corner.
in there by Tarik. And Baez makes a nice play. I was really worried that was getting through. Certainly don't want the leadoff hitter on when we know we do have to face Mike Trout this inning.
Now the third baseman, Kevin Newman.
Here's Kevin Newman.
That's
Change up and strike
one.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some
Ooh.
point and make him work a little bit harder.
Okay.
Ball to strike.
Oh, I think the key,
Whoa.
I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter
Huh.
or two is bonus. But
Well, the 1-2.
it should be lined up good enough to get to the finish
2-2.
line.
And now 2-2.
What is Kevin Newman waiting for? Well,
This
I
one
guess
high
that,
in the air
but
to left
popped
center.
into left
Green
center.
going after it.
Justin Henry Malloy
But the
there.
left fielder
Bases
calls it
are
off and
clear
makes the catch.
from Mike Trout with 2
down.
away.
Now
Yep.
batting, the right fielder.
Here's Mike Trout. 1 for 2.
Wow.
Hell, you
He's a
only
guy who does
resubbed
it
for
all.
15 months
With the lack of
23
contact
days
in
ago.
today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. First pitch.
Imagine having Mike Trout at the plate and just
You have to be
being
real
this
careful
guy.
because of that power, but then if this hitter gets
Whoa.
a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the
Fuck,
barrel to
did
the
Trout
baseball,
see in that?
he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Chopper to Ibanez.
Ibanez.
Good speed, but should have a play. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Skubal.
Angels go down.
He at least starts the 7th.
And the
No doubt about it.
remains 5-2.
No doubt about it. Scoop got back on track there that inning.
Now pitching
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have
Well, it is a
on the
bit of a
mound,
surprise to see Jose Suarez here. Chase Silseth overall was doing a good
This is
job.
where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
12 games this year, ERA over 5.
Gleyber
His batting
Torres
averages
up the
against are
over 3
disgusting.
in this one.
Labor Torres.
Labor had been on such a run, but 0 for 3 today.
And first offering is fouled off.
Good swing there. Not great career numbers, 2 for 9. Ah, what a rip foul. That slider waited until the very last minute to kind of break down and in there.
Oh! Inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, I guess it's fair. I mean, we've gotten those calls.
Up now for the Tigers.
Here's Carpenter.
And that's downstairs and outside.
I don't know. You might want to check on that one.
Joyce getting ready to go.
Want to know?
57, a left-hander, also throwing. And there's a ball.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
I don't get it. I don't get why they work around Carpenter with left-handers.
And a
Base hit with Gary Carpenter against a lefty, and that is his second of the game.
So important to get into the fielding position.
Couple of comebackers.
Oh, that is a scary one. Watch your
so
lips.
far in this game.
Riley Green up now for the Tigers.
Who was it that hit the other one right back up the middle? I've already forgotten.
First pitch.
Ball one to Riley. His hit streak is still alive for the moment. He's 0 for 2 here today with a walk. And a ground ball, base hit left field. And Green's hit streak will extend.
So it's first and second with only one away.
Carpenter's had already ended, but that is 13 straight games for Riley Green.
When you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak
And just an
going.
opposite field shot.
And a hitter's supposed to
It's a
say
satisfying
he's only
base hit to do
focused
it
on
on,
the current
too.
at bat, but man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over.
2 on, 1 away for
it's there,
Torkelson.
at least in the back of your mind.
And now, Spencer Torkelson. Close but called a ball. Ball 1.
Could use a ground
The
ball
bad
here.
calls in this game are
Runner at first base, get out of this.
out there. 2-0.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about
Well, they've really worked
something being hit
around
to the right side
Torque
into the
all
outfield
day. 2
is that the
walks.
base runner at second has a very good read
And a
can return
ground
it well.
ball, it's 2.
He fell for 1, and that's 2.
Oh, Torque.
So no runs on 2 hits.
We will get Torque going again one day.
Midway in inning number 7.
It just isn't going to be
It's time
today.
stretch. It's the Tigers 5 and the Angels 2. Welcome back. Taking a look
My
at our
lord.
game summer.
Well, Skubal back out. He doesn't need a quick inning, but can't really afford a long one. Ground ball, and that's not a great start. Malloy to get it in the corner. It's a long single for Soler. Yeah, that was a little perplexing.
No time there. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in
I
front
know.
of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Played well by Malloy, though.
Taylor Ward has grounded out.
So
a couple
here's
of
Taylor
times.
Ward. We'll get some help up in the pen, just in case this goes south really quickly. Oh, fuck, dude. I guess we might as well warm up Brant Herter to give ourselves a lefty option.
Looking for a big swing of the bat right here.
Change up,
Yeah,
swing and a
but, you know,
miss.
at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That's
Ooh.
it.
Very similar to
gets his
last
lead at
night.
first
I
with
feel like the
nobody out.
umpire has gotten worse as the game has gone along.
And a slider misses down and away.
Pitch number 80 that was for Tarik Skubal. And
In the air,
long
right
run for
side.
Carpenter, but he will have a play.
He's got it. And
Why
he's
did I
down.
throw to third? Ah, well. Didn't cost us.
Now batting. The
Well, it's a big first out.
Here's Darnell with one.
Here's Darno.
First pitch, and he
that's outside.
just misses.
If needed, I have a
And the
backup
first
plan.
one
Oh,
away.
God.
And that one fouled off.
After seeing what your primary was, I don't know. Your backup plan might be scary. In the dirt, good block from Dingler.
In the dirt.
Oh, fuck me. And high in the air to center. But green underneath that. Perhaps a little bit too far back. Don't really need to wind up here too much on this throw, but alas, we did. So 2 away for Zach Neto. Home run his last time up.
Missed with a changeup.
Oh, you can't reward that. He started his swing when that ball left Skubal's hand. Checked it. That was in at the knees. That's really unfortunate.
2 outs. That one fouled
Swing
off.
there by Neto.
Next pitch, a slider.
Been trying that backdoor slider all day and really hasn't worked. And back up the middle. Baez has no play. The runner's on first and second.
Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Everything came together for him. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that
We
ball
could.
back up the middle. Timing was just perfect.
Or maybe we just do that
Great
again
run,
for the Coke
there's no
600.
chance for the infielders with how hard he
Pretty
hit.
much until a
Really
car would
important
happen.
bat coming up.
You know, that'd be great because then
In, Ryan Noda.
I think the next race
So
after
the
Charlotte
strikeouts.
is Michigan. So you'd have to race potentially a terrible scheme at my home track.
And
That's a
he
bad
pumps
slider
it
in from
strike to the
Tarik.
left-handed hitter.
Starting to get to a
With the
spot
tying run
where
at the plate, you're the
really
bottom of the
important that
7th.
Skub gets Noda here.
Fought off foul.
Well, quickly 0-2. He struck out twice already.
Fights that
Got
one
a
away,
good
and the
piece of
count
that.
remains 0-2.
Very early. Pretty clear what he's looking for. Oh, rang him up.
So he picks up his 6th strikeout.
Corner
of the ball
paint for Skub is strikeout number 6. He's fired up.
Did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with
That
those
is 7
results.
strong innings for Tarik Skubal. Really, 3 hits were all it took for the Angels to get 2 runs. It's really unfortunate.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
44.
Ben Joyce.
And as relievers
But his
go,
day will
he's
be
not a
done.
big strikeout guy.
So we'll
Tries
want to kind of
force
figure out, I
contact,
think,
so
who we
command and
want to
execution are
have the
huge for
8th
him.
and the 9th.
Malloy. The batter
Oh!
now as he swings and misses for
Just a
strike
casual
I guess you
102.
throw it that hard, you can get away with
So
locations
2
like
right-handers
that
and a
right down
switch
the
hitter.
middle,
Now,
but I still
granted,
think it's a dangerous
I want to
pitch.
say
Don't wanna do it again.
8 members of this lineup are right-handed, so we might even want to go Canely Vest today.
Joyce goes 6 feet 5 inches, 24 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2022.
1-1.
That one not close.
Sheesh.
And 1-1.
Wow, triple digits
Some
on the
serious
gun.
heat.
I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
2-1.
Next offering is outside.
Back-to-back days with a home run for Jahan. Pop out and a fly out since.
And it's even up.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
2-2.
That's why I was gonna put it off till at least the Charlotte. But I kind of figured I would just let everybody just do whatever they wanted for Charlotte. Patriotic schemes usually go crazy in that race.
The 2-2. And that's through the swing.
That's
It's
a bad
strikeout. And now the DH, Colt Keith, 1 for 3.
Well, here's Colt Keith. And a base hit to the left side.
Through for a base hit. So
Slider left
down,
up
1
and
away.
just crept right into the sweet spot for Colt.
First pitch swing
Up
in,
next
went up
for
there
the
with the
Tigers.
plan
I
to
think
be
Colt
aggressive.
Keith's earned a little bit of
Not
trust
much
today.
other than just a willingness to go
Hits
the
off
other way
righties
put
and
the ball in
lefties.
play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and
And
letting the ball get deep.
Baez.
Swing and a ball lifted
Fly
in the
ball
air.
shallow right.
Puts it away.
2 away, and
That's
now
number
I
2.
think it's Dingler. Yeah, a little bit.
And now here is Dylan Dingler.
I don't know if I could make something or not. Probably not at this rate.
That one
Strike one in there on Dingler.
Action in the Angels bullpen.
Kraus and McDaniels warming up. We saw Kraus last night. On base twice for Dingler here today.
2 outs.
Ball.
Because, like, the shitty Chevrolet. Kurt Busch will forever have me fucked up for that. The city Chevrolet scheme is not a difficult one to remake, but I don't know how I'd do it.
Off the ball there. Ball 2. Keith leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Just off the outside edge. Now
Well, Ibanez due up next. Certainly like him with the bat in his hand more than Dylan Dingler.
Patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
swing and a
Yep.
miss, and 102 on the radar.
102. Painted.
Got it. That's the
Oh, you can have that.
Tigers lead 1. They're still out in front 5-2.
A swing wouldn't have mattered. Dingler's missing that.
And welcome back to the
And leading
ballpark.
up for the
Here's the
Angels,
center
Maybe.
fielder, Joe Adell.
Well, Skubal's day done. Tommy Kahnle will enter here in the 8th inning.
On the pitch out of the
But we're also going to warm up Tyler Holton,
Against this guy, he's been
assuming there's ever a spot
His numbers
that he
are
will be
excellent.
needed.
Tommy.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, it's critical right here.
Kahnle has
that
been
they put
far
down
more
and turn some
reliable than
quality
it
at
has
bats, try to
felt.
chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Now one hit hard right at Carpenter, who moonwalked to that thing. You see him just kind of jolt back to that ball. I mean, we're making the play regardless. But
Luis Rengifo.
Rengifo.
And that's a
change
first
up
strike.
from Kahnle. This is so stupid.
Ball out.
Backdoor
I just
breaking
continue
ball
to
just
barely miss
missed
that
right
pitch.
there, and boy,
And a
that's
rocket
a call. I bet you if he throws it
by
again,
Torres
hitter
before
knows
he
he's
even
gonna
really
have to swing
moved.
it. Couldn't have timed
Well,
it up
that
any
is
better than that.
big,
There's nothing
'cause
cheap
that
about the
could
way he
bring
got
Mike
down
Trout
through
to the plate
infield.
this
That was
inning.
ripped, caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Newman. batting
See if we can
one
force a
down,
ground ball.
Takes a strike. And that misses. And the count even 1-1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here, on your toes, ready to make a play. If
Whoa.
you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
I don't know how he was so late on that, but he was. 1-2. Swung and missed again.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely.
He was so
and
far
just
behind the
hung
first
him
one, I
up.
figured I'd throw it again, and Kahnle blows it right past him.
Many times if you
But
do,
now
it's a
Mike
foul
Trout.
ball, and you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2
One
strikes because
swing, and
they
the
do
Angels
not
are
wanna hit that
really
batter. And when they
back
try to
into
put
this
the
thing.
ropes, gotta figure out a way to put them away. Did a nice job
Not
right
a
there.
soul has thrown a first pitch strike to Trout today. Whoa, what did that sinker just do?
Next off
One.
is down low. The Halos
I think we
trailing
keep
by
the ball
3
down,
near the bottom
better
half
chance
the
of
8th
success.
inning. Next pitch is outside.
I mean, I guess
Waiting in the on-deck
it's a
circle.
lot better to have Mike Trout
He
on first
represent the
base
tying run, so critical
than
pitch
making
right
this
here.
a 5-4 game.
Swing and a
Ooh.
miss. And it's a full
Chased the
count.
pitch
Fair
there.
right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last.
And a ground ball to Ibanez. I don't know why we
would
bothered to go to second. He beat it out.
Beats it, everyone's safe.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's something that'll cost you. Oh, no.
And next will be the
Jorge Soler represents the tying run. And ball one.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Fouled off.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
That was really surprising to see the runner at second already. 2 strikes here on Soler.
The tying run at the plate.
Swing and a miss.
Misses. It's a
Oh, yeah. Soler's pissed. Got to be the best chance that the Angels were going to have of getting back into this thing.
That's an outstanding job of taking that,
Gave them chance after chance, and they still couldn't do it.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Angels.
Garrett McDaniels, left-hander,
Pitcher on the mound. Number
to
57.
pitch here in the ninth inning against Andy Ibanez.
this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Ibanez now in the box. Comes up.
Okay,
empty with a
first
swing
pitch
there.
splitter.
That's a ball.
One here on Andy, who was 1 for 4 today. Good base hit to left field.
Misses
Ooh.
just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
2-1.
Really close.
I
pitch
understand
down
the
around
gripes.
knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed.
It's been fairly, I would say,
But it
consistent.
appears he's ready to move on to the
Consistently
next pitch.
inconsistent. The zone has been today. That one could be trouble by Ibanez into the right center field gap.
First, heading for 2.
And that'll be a leadoff double.
And he greets the
That throw
new
was
off to
actually
the
a little bit
bullpen
closer than I expected it to be.
Advantage count for a reason. There's so
Tigers
much
have
more
done
likely to
this
get some
a good chunk
fastball pretty much middle,
of these
and that's what you
relatively
fall
tight
asleep dreaming
games.
about as a
You get to
hitter.
the 8th
No
inning in a
surprise he put
save
a great swing
situation,
on it.
and so often we wind up scoring a run to take away that save possibility.
Here's Gleyber Torres. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts.
Now here's Gleyber.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Thought I was still facing the other guy. 93, pretty much off the cup of the bat there. And on the ground,
Third.
and Gleyber.
Newman to
Oh,
first.
for
in time.
5.
Now one gone in the ninth.
He might have had a hit streak going too, or maybe it ended last night. I'm not sure.
So up next,
The right
Kerry
fielder,
Carpenter.
number 30, Kerry.
Well, the Angels might just get this to the 9th where this is.
Swings through that one for strike
Carpenter
one.
and
Moving to
Green,
the
certainly
line.
not
On
threats
The right-handed sinker ball.
against
He looks
lefties.
to be readying himself.
And Carpenter hit one hard, but it'll be caught.
Ward makes the grab for the second out.
Taylor Ward out there in left started in. I thought for a second that ball could have gotten down. Not the case, and now Riley.
And now the center fielder, Riley Green.
Took it until the 7th inning, but a 13-game hit streak for number 31. And
To
a
the
ground
right
ball.
side.
Well, we will bring Will Vest on.
And that's
I
the
do
third
believe
out. So they work
to
around
handle the
leadoff
9th with a
double.
3-run lead.
6 and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th.
Ward,
It's the Tigers
Darno,
5 and the Angels 2.
and Zach Neto.
Back here at Angel
And
Stadium,
leading
bottom
up
of the
for the
9th.
Angels,
Going
the
down
left
for the Angels. Taylor
Well, you get those first 2 on, then this gets really, really dicey. Oh, no. Will Vest was not warmed up. Who is? Oh, Christ. We got 2 left-handers warmed up. Oh, that's disastrous. Well, it will, I guess, have to be Tyler Holton.
Tyler Holt on to try
And
to
we
close
pretty
it
much
out.
just have to hope that he's able to get some outs here.
You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters.
Holton faces 3 right-handers.
So it's always
Albeit,
high stress.
middle of the
Let's see what
order
he's got here to try and
guys.
close it out.
And that's a
Line
hard
drive,
hit ball to
short out
Ibanez. We left a
third.
change
To
up
first.
up in the
Nicely
zone.
done for the out.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Now batting, catcher.
Eee, don't make that mistake again.
He's 2 outs away. And now the catcher comes up to him.
Yeah.
Travis
And I don't
Darno.
have any doubt that Holton is able to get through this, but it's just not ideal.
Down and away for ball 1. Base is empty, 1
ball,
away
no
here in
strikes.
the last half of inning number 9.
Now
That
2-0.
misses. Now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
There is a left-hander on the horizon. In the 8 spot, though.
Next offering is fouled back.
So a long ways out still. Yeah, chased the cutter on the inside part of the plate there. Off the plate, actually. 2-2.
One down, base is empty.
Good sweeper. That's a fair ball, and it got by Ibanez.
That's a fair ball.
What in the hell did Andy just do?
Up next for the Angels, the shortstop.
And next for the
I
Angels.
believe that just got ruled a hit. What on earth was this? Watch it full speed. I mean, does it hop on him a little nasty? I guess, but I mean, it's a chopper in the first place. I mean, I feel like that hop is very predictable, and I mean, Andy's not even close.
Zach Neto.
Well, here is Neto.
In there.
Good
it's
sinker
0-1.
in for Holton. Those are mistakes we can't have happen.
There's a
Whew.
strike.
Quickly into an 0-2
It's
count.
okay.
That puts
Tyler
you
Holton's
down
here.
in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a
Oh.
tendency to chase. if
With
you
those
look
first
down
two
in that
pitches
area.
there, I have no idea how you take that. Ground ball to Ibanez. Chance to make up for it. Torres on to first.
Play ends it right here.
Tigers win it.
But with this 6th win in a row, all of a
Double
sudden,
play to end the
you start
game.
look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to
You
your
like
right
that.
as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect
Like that.
this
Tigers
kind of play out of
guarantee
yourself.
at
We'll
least
see
the
if this
split
translates
of this
into a longer
series.
winning streak than it is
Jack
right now.
Flaherty will be on the mound tomorrow against Lord knows who for the Angels. 5 runs on 11 hits for the Tigers, 2 on 7 for the Angels. Tarik Skubal goes to 4-1. Kikuchi to 2-3. Tyler Holton, save number 8.